Hey guys, okay, we're doing it from scratch. This is going to please all of you because so many of you complain, oh, why are you pulling garlic out of a jar? Why are you everything out of already pre-cooked out of cans? Well, I decided to start comfort food with a beautiful scratch recipe. So come on in close. I'm going to show you exactly what I got here, and there's a lot going into this dish. So first of all, I want to go right here. This ingredient right here. This is about 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds of smoked ground pork from my buddy Mike Jones. It came out of his smokehouse. He smoked it for weeks and weeks, and it is that smoky smell is filling my kitchen right now. I feel like I'm in his smokehouse right now. The entire kitchen smells like that. So that is a key ingredient into this chili. I helped cut up these pigs, and this is from that batch. So I'm pretty excited. This is nothing but flavor right here. Also, you saw me make the bacon with the Power Crisper by Presto. And you saw me do my tomatoes where I can my tomatoes. You got some smoked paprika, black pepper, got some chili powder, cumin, mustard, and I'm using pink Himalayan salt. You can use regular kosher if you want. I don't ever recommend, I never use table salt anymore. So you can do whatever you want, but that's what I'm using. I'm doing fresh light red kidney beans. We're gonna cook those. I have pinto beans, we're gonna cook those. These are poblano peppers. They're a mild pepper. More on flavor. We have garlic cloves. We have onions. These you probably know as Anaheim chilies or Hatch chilies, and they're also mild. And then we have all the 4 bell peppers going in. This is not a recipe from the internet. This is strictly from what I thought I'd want in my chili. All right, I just want to go on record, guys. When you're doing your beans, a lot of you are going to say, oh, you have to soak them overnight. Well, people aren't doing that anymore. Restaurants aren't doing that anymore. Some do, some don't. The LA Times did a big, huge article I just got done reading about soak your beans, not soak your beans, and they preferred the beans that weren't soaked. So it takes a little bit longer to cook, but it's going to have more flavor. So that's the way I'm going. If you guys want to discuss this and argue about it in the comments, have at it, but I'm not soaking mine. You ready? Let's get started. My dad used to make pinto beans from scratch all the time when I was a kid, and I used to help him dig through these. I haven't done this since I was a little kid. So like, my dad was picky. I'm not gonna be too picky, but like if he saw a dark bean like that, he'd get rid of it. I'm leaving it in. Some of the darker ones, he thought they weren't right. And if he found some split ones like this, he'd get rid of those. I'm not getting rid of anything. I just want to make sure there's no rocks in my beans. Every so often, there'll be a rock or a pebble in there. So now that we've already looked for pebbles and rocks, now you want to rinse your beans. Okay guys, so as you can see, I got both my beans going, the kidney beans and the pinto beans. I'm going to bring them to a boil and then cook them the rest of the way by simmering them. While the beans are cooking, we have plenty of time to prep everything else. Let's prep our peppers and our chilies for being roasted. You can use gloves for these. I probably will, but for this demonstration, I'm not putting them on right now. You just want to cut the tops off, okay? And then do me a favor and just pull that right out, just like this. See that? Great way to get those seeds out. Just tap it on your hand. All right, next step is to oil these. So just put a little bit on each one, and then I want you to rub it like that. Get them really coated good. All right, you're gonna roast these at 425. You wanna roast them until the outsides get charred, okay? And I'll show you what it looks like. And you're gonna wanna go in and flip them every so often. And the next thing you're gonna do is cut everything up, okay? You even wanna cut up your tomatoes and get them into smaller pieces. Here's what's going on. I got the beans on the back burners. I'm about ready to brown my sausage. And I'm roasting the peppers in the oven. That's what a pepper looks like when it's charred. And when it's charred, I want you to throw in a bowl and cover the bowl. You're gonna let it sweat out for about 15 minutes. Put all your peppers in there. So let's bring this one out, for example. They're still a little warm, but look at the skin. Comes right off. See that? Effortlessly. Just peel the skin off every pepper, okay? I'm using all the tomatoes. I have more if I need. Peppers, I'm putting those in. Onions. All the garlic. Bell peppers. I gotta get the bacon in. Put my beans in. Add my other beans in. Put my meat in. And after looking at it, it needs a little bit more liquid and a little bit more tomatoes. So I'll put that on there. And a little bit of water. And now all our seasoning. I'm eyeballing this episode, but the measurements are down below. Black pepper, pink Himalayan salt, or you can use kosher salt. Smoked paprika. Dry mustard. Of course, some chili powder. And we can't forget cumin. All right. There we go. It's all mixed up. We're going to put this on low for 5 hours, guys. I want all these flavors to get to know each other. All right, guys, let me grab a bowl real quick. Okay, guys, you ready to see it? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Bam! There it is. Now here's my favorite part. Watch this. Look at all that goodness. Look at that. Look at that. So much going on. So much. Is that amazing? All that bacon and pork and beans and, oh my goodness, real pork and beans. Okay, I'm forgetting something. If I'm going to try this, I'm going to do it right. Sour cream, a little bit of cheese. And I know there's tons of onions, but I'm putting more in. Because my honey don't care. There we go. All right, here we go. I'm going to mix up the cheese, let it get all melty. And I'm getting a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. God, there's so much. I can't get everything. First bite, that smoked ground pork is to die for. A little bit of bacon, some tender beans, a little sour cream and onions. Look at the cheese hanging, I love it. You stay there, don't go anywhere. That's amazing, guys. Some of the best chili I've ever made. It was a lot of work, but you gotta try it. You gotta make it from scratch just one time in your life. I showed you how to do some of the ingredients, mix and match ingredients, add in more stuff you like, take out what you don't. That's gonna do it for me. We have just kicked off comfort food. We've already started football finger foods. I have some Lazy Man recipes coming up. I got some more product reviews. Bam, it's gonna be a great end of the year, man. I love September all the way to December. I'll see you on the next episode.